Stop.
Oh,
Okay.
you know. Oh my gosh.
Now, what do you think is the emergency braking means for you?
To stop in an emergency.
Yeah. Now, if some emergency arise, what you gonna do with the pedals? What are you gonna press it, or how quickly you gonna press it, or how hard you gonna press it? What
Very
examiners would expect you to do? So if they expect you to do an emergency braking, do they expect you to press a brake very hard? Do they expect you to react quickly, or the react normal? What do you think?
React quickly.
React quickly. They don't really want you to press a brake hard,
Yeah, not too.
because that will come naturally. Otherwise, you're gonna bang your head.
Yeah.
They don't want to react too slow. They just want you to react quickly.
Yeah.
Do you understand that? Yeah. Now, one more thing. When you're doing an emergency braking, whether it's a control emergency braking or in the real life where you have to do because normally when we slow down and pick up our speed, we do check our mirrors, don't we? In case of an emergency arises, do we have to check our mirrors before pressing the brake or not?
Well, we're not going to have time if it's an emergency. You just...
Well done. You don't do that, okay? So that's clear as well. So let me tell you how it happens. So examiner will make you park your car on the left, somewhere safe. And the examiner give you the briefing. So the examiner will say to you, okay, Bobby, in a minute, I would like you to drive off when you're safe. And I would like you to do control braking or emergency braking, whichever word they normally use, the same thing. They will say to you that before I would say stop, they normally use raise arm, say stop, I would check the mirror, make sure there's nobody behind, and I would also do final check on my blind spots check. That's what the examiner will do before he or she will say stop. And when they say stop, you just quick reaction and press a brake very, very quickly. That's what they expect from you.
Yeah.
Is that clear?
Yeah.
Now, sometime when you start driving, and when the examiner look at the center mirror, and if there's any cars coming, then the examiner will say to you, sorry, Bobby, we have got a car behind, and it's because of the safety risk, we will not be able to do the emergency braking now. Carry on driving. We may or may not do this somewhere else later on. Is that clear as well?
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's how you do that. Now, let's talk about once you have stopped your car. Now, once you stop your car, when you're going to press a brake, what will happen? In normally, look at the seat belt, it's going all the way there. What will happen, because you're going to do emergency braking, it will lock like this.
Yeah.
Fine, no worries at all. Stuff may go on the floor, no worries at all. But what's important, you need to have a good firm grip, because if you do this, obviously it's a sunny condition right now. What if it's a wet road? What may happen to the car? Slip. What about the icy condition? So we need to make sure you have a firm grip on your hands as well. That's very important. Once you have done your full stop, you will be in the middle of the road. You have got two options. Either keep pressing a brake, or once you fully stop, secure your car, or put your handbrake on, obviously in the manual car, whatever it is. Whichever you choose, just make sure don't roll your car. You have to car remain stopped. The whole point is, because if you start rolling your car, you might just run over that person.
Yeah, going into that emergency,
Yeah. So now once you've done that, then the examiner will say to you, thank you very much, Bobby. I will not ask you to do this exercise again. Drive off again whenever it's safe to do so. And remember that this is very important. At this point, you will be in the middle of the lane, your lane. You again go to the drive or whatever. Then you do your POM routine. So you done your drive, you check your observations, you signal to the right and the blind spot check, both of them, and you will drive off. Now there is a problem here. If there's a car coming quite fast from behind, would you gonna signal, or would you gonna let that car go first?
Let that car first.
Good. Now if you look at the center mirror and the car is behind but really far away and it's coming slowly in such a speed that if you move, you're not going to make them slow down, would you go?
Yeah.
Good. Now what if a car, by mistake you indicated, which you shouldn't do, but if you indicated the car's coming, the car stop and start flashing at you to go, but always check the car behind them as well, because they're just gonna go overtake.
Yeah.
So the moral of the story is always do be cautious, because I have had so many people who failed on emergency brakings.
Oh, you can fail.
Yes, because if you move off without doing safety check,
Okay, yeah.
if you move off or if you don't do correct emergency braking, because what you don't want, if you reacted slowly and the car starts, rather than stopping like this, you're stopping like this, no point. That's the whole point. Do you understand this?
Yeah.
So we're going to do the emergency braking or control braking, okay? Stop.
Oh,
Okay.
you know. Oh my gosh.
Okay, right.
Oh.
Relax.
Oh my god, that was so hard. Was that how you do
It's
it?
okay. Yes, that's okay. Relax.
Wow.
Right. So I will not going to ask you to do this exercise again.
Oh,
Drive off whenever it's safe to do so,
oh
please.
my gosh. I didn't indicate, but there was. Wow.
Okay, and then park your car anywhere to the left, please, for me.
That is some force when you have to really press it. You said I didn't do it hard the first time.
That
so I
was
going-
slightly harder, but it's okay. That's how it should be, but it's fine. Okay.
Oh God, you scared me when you said stop.
Now you didn't signal, but again you did do your blind spot check. But the reason why you would get away with it, because there was nobody around to
Yeah.
get the benefit of your signal that time. But for the sake of your safety, I would say
Signal, yeah.
signal as well, though. Okay, good.
Oh, scary.
Right, happy with that?
Yeah.
Right, let's drive off whenever you are ready, please.